how you doing? And how do you pronounce that name, guys? And I'm just going to pin a comment here. I want you to definitely think about joining me. Hold on a second. I'm My producer has left the building here, so I got to do this myself. StopTakingTheStairs.com. I want to encourage you to check it out as soon as my keyboard will work with me. Uh, my thumbs are too big for these buttons here. 1 second here. We're getting this. We're going to get it. Here we go. StopTakingTheStairs.com. I'm going to post that, and then I'm going to pin that comment if it'll let me. Pin the comment. There we go. Check out that. Hey, Twanya, welcome, guys. So is success? I'm on Facebook and YouTube, and so we're doing this. We're multitasking today. So if I look over here, guys, if I look over here, if you and just make sure you can hear me, Devin, and is success an obligation or is it an option for you? That's the title of this little deal. So welcome, guys. Put it in the comments there, guys. Let me see some comments. Is it a obligation or is it an option? Is it an alternative? You know, uh, Netflix is on. So why not? Why not just sit back and if you're on Facebook or YouTube and you're gonna be commenting, make sure you let me know who you are and where you're from. Same thing with you. If you're gonna make a comment, put your name so I know your name because on Instagram it's hard to see everybody's name, pronounce them, all that. So and then share this out with your friends and family. Share this out with your friends and family. Do not take what you're about to hear from me and be selfish with it. Okay, so let's get some interaction. Let's move the needle. Okay, so we want to welcome you into the room, guys, and welcome you to the space. So I really want us to ask ourselves that question: yeah, is success an obligation or is it an option? I was listening to Grant Cardone last night, and Grant Cardone, you might like him, might dislike him, but you can't deny the guy is a fierce force of nature. you, you can't deny that he's stayed to the course, 10 times your effort, 10 times your life, 10 times. Go up, man. Stop sitting back and saying, well, you know, I'm just waiting for people to come to me. People aren't going to come to you. People are not going to come to you. The old prospecting, presenting, and closing, and those are the fundamentals. They haven't changed. Haven't changed. I was listening to a podcast of Grant Cardone's last night, and he said, um, let's just say, hey, yeah, success is an obligation for me. I'm obligated to live to my full potential. I love it. I love it, Tawana. What is it for you guys? What is it? I love those comments. But think about it. If success, now we all know, if you haven't heard it, the definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. It's a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Okay, that sounds good if you're not achieving anything. It makes you feel better about your life, Well, I'm progressively realizing something. Um, Work in progress, But here's the thing: we've been given a definition by Webster's Dictionary, and it was drilled into us when we were kids. Success, opposite of success, failure. Opposite of success is failure. So there's success. Now, what is success to you? What is success to you? Now, success could be a stay at home mom because that is what she deliberately decided to do, and she's doing a good job of it. Success is the salesperson who wants to grow and build with his organization because he doesn't want to join his own company. He's getting the reward of being a great salesperson. He's helping somebody else succeed. There's nothing wrong with that. Businesses need great salespeople, they reward those people. So there's nothing wrong with that, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. If you see me turning away from you, it's not that I'm trying to ignore you. I'm doing things on Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, all things simultaneously right now. So that's why. But when we really say this is exactly what I want, most salespeople, for instance, if you got salespeople in your company and they're struggling, they're in a slump, all that, talk to them about their goals. Their goals. Talk to them about their dreams, not your goals. If you're a business owner and you have a salesperson, that salesperson doesn't care about your goals. You can harp if you're in car sales, you can harp all day long. Managers of car lots, you can harp on all day long about 20 cars a month. But if they don't get an understanding of why they need 20 cars a month and why it's so damn important to have 20 cars a month, they're never going to have 20 cars a month because it's your goal, it's not their goal. It's not their goal. So if you're in sales management and you manage a car lot, for instance, you got to start talking to your salespeople about their goals. Then show them a way within your system that they can get there with your goals. But if you just say 20 cars, 20 cars, 20 cars, when the average overall is 8 per month, you you have to understand that you got to figure out what their drive is. And then if they're not driven, you have to make a decision. Is this the right thing for them and for you? Are you guys going in the right direction? But we don't sit there and focus on most people's strengths. So if you are in business, sales training is all about figuring out what the other individual wants. Tawana, what is it that you want? How much money do you want to earn per year? You want to earn 300,000 a year. Oh gosh. Is that possible where you are? Okay, all things are possible, guys. All things are possible. But if you want to earn $300,000 a year, working for someone else is not that possible. It's not, unless you're a CEO or you've got it placed in a salary. So you got to figure out, okay, do I need to change a vehicle? Do I need to change a vehicle? Okay, a minimum of 1 million per year is my goal. Okay, Tawana, let me ask you this. Why? Why is that? You don't have to be a millionaire to live like one. So why is it? Do you have an actual business right now? Are you needing it for expansion opportunities in your business? Why? Why is more important than how? How is none of our business, but if we don't know why. So why is the most important. So what for? Having a what, but money doesn't pull people. Money doesn't pull people. I mean, gas is $6 a gallon today, but it doesn't. People are still putting gas in their car, but salaries aren't going up because gas prices went up. Things aren't. Inflation's gone up, but salaries aren't going up. So money's not a pull. If it was, everybody'd be a millionaire. If that was the case, if money was the pull. No, money is not a pull. Money is in a medium of exchange to get you to wherever is pulling you. But money is not a goal. It will allow me to achieve my goals for my family. Okay. How much money are you earning right now? Okay. This is a lot of people say they want to earn $1 million, but they haven't earned 10,000 yet. They haven't earned 100,000 yet. So We think in pictures, guys, and I'm all for thinking big. I'm all for. I say set a goal that is so exhilarating that it excites you and it scares you at the same time. One that's so in tune with your mental and spiritual core that you'll willingly dedicate all of your waking hours and all of your resources to its attainment, so that you can say at the end of your life, I am grateful to this idea that used and moved my life. What a different story we would have to tell if we had such a goal that lit the fire in our broiler, that woke us up in the morning, that kept us up at night. Oh man, life would be great if we had such a goal that we were in love with. But climbing Mount Everest without having a backpack is going to be different. Okay. I learned working for someone was putting limits on my earnings. I have birthed multiple six-figure businesses. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad you're sticking with me then. um, you have, but we've got to have that goal. So if you've already achieved a million, multiple six-figure businesses, in 3 years you've got a million. If you've got multiple six-figure businesses, and that means 100,000 here and 100,000 here and 100,000 here, you already have had 300,000 in a year. So 3 years you've got your million. Now, what? Just create another one. Create 10 of them in a year. You got your million. But again, why? Why is the most important? So that goal. A lot of people say that they have, and this may not be for you, Tawana. This may not be for you, but I think it's an obligation to be successful for our families and for our loved ones, and not an option. So, have you written down what you want? Number one. Number two, are you, see, having those multiple businesses, is there salespeople involved? Is can you train your salespeople to focus on their goals? Because your goals for them are not theirs. They could care less. I think most people do not leave bad jobs. they they leave bad bosses. They leave bad bosses. They leave bad leadership. They leave bad management. But most people don't leave bad jobs. There are people be staying in a job, uh, could be could be shoveling crap, but as long as you say treat them right, you give them a few benefits, they'll stay with you till Jesus comes, because they don't have to think. But if you got salespeople, now that's a different story. If you got salespeople, um, you can build a team of machines. You could get to, in fact, the Tawana, I know if you have a legitimate business, there's four facets of the business. Only four. These are the four that matter the most, and most people don't pay attention to them, but these are the four. Number one, lead generation. Number two, a let's see, Sohan, wave at you. The Devin, no, you're the best. You're the best. Um, Sohan, I don't know if we've met before, so it's hard for me to get kind of bring you in, because I don't know what's going to be said. So if you tell me I can't even, I don't know what your name pronounce. I don't know if you're a follower of mine. I don't know if we've met. Let me know in the comments if we've met, if you're still around. Um, but most of the time, there's four facets of the business, and these are every business. Most businesses don't even know what they are. There's four facets: lead generation, lead conversion, customer ascension, and customer retention. Okay. That's lead generation, lead conversion, customer ascension, and customer retention. You focus on those four things, even the first two. Like, um, Tawana, you say you have multiple six-figure businesses. Okay, let's take one. How many leads are you generating for the one? In fact, I've just invited you. Don't know if you're able to come on, but if you're able to come on, um, the can I elaborate on three? So, lead generation, lead conversion, customer ascension, and customer retention. Customer ascension is taking them up a value ladder. So, for instance, said you had, hey, Tawana, how are you? Let me put on my other headset so I can hear you. I'm doing, I'm multitasking today, so we're doing Facebook and Google and all that simultaneously out to everybody, but it's good to see you. So, anyway, so you've had multiple six-figure businesses. Okay. So what types of businesses are they? Okay. Now, is it just you or do you have a team? Okay. So, so is it a business or is it a job? Does it require your presence 90% of the time? Then you own a job. Yeah, yeah. The I try to help people figure out systems, not owning a job, because I had a pile of bricks over here. Now I got another pile of bricks in front of me over here. I had a job. They gave me the job for free. They even gave me benefits along with the job. Benefits will make people speak in tongues. HMO, PPO. We got 14 days PTO, and I've got nine holidays, and I can go to vacation and all that. All I got to do is show up and throw up. That's it. Oh, I'm sign me up. And then they decide I want to work for somebody else. I don't want to work here. I don't want to work for anybody. So they start a business. Well, it's not a business. You had a job, now you own a job. Because if you have to take care of your taxes now, you have to. But if you don't have a team around you, salespeople and all that systems in place, then it's a job. So, and that we bought. Now we bought the job, and nobody's given us benefits either. The benefit we a lot of times when did a lot of trade shows and home shows, and I helped businesses, uh, multiple businesses, uh, create leads and all that. One person said, "Man, you get to travel everywhere. Do they pay your expenses?" I said, "Yeah, all expenses paid. Trouble is, I own the company, so I pay all the expenses." So, but if there's lead generation and there's lead conversion. Those are the two things that most businesses fail in. They focus on the other two, but they're not focused on lead generation. So, like for instance, if so, what in the business that you're in currently, the job or business, whatever we want to call it, what is the income that you earn per year right now? Okay, where do you get your leads from right now? How are you getting them? What is the lead quality and lead quantity? Okay. All right. So you mentioned right now you're trying to grow organically, right? Um, well, organically, just to let you know, there's three types of traffic. By the way, I own a company called Scribble Funnels, so I know a little bit about this stuff. Scribble Funnels is a lot like ClickFunnels, only less in price and gives you a whole lot more. So I don't know if you've heard ClickFunnels or okay. Well, that is allowing you to Scribble Funnels allows you to build those systems, okay, that are automatic and autoresponders and all of that. People coming in and the leads that you're losing because you don't have the time to meet with everybody or you don't have the time to visit with everybody, or could you be creating a course um, on credit repair, things like that, to where you don't have to meet with every Joe Blow out there and every schmo out there and all that. You're doing things electronically. So you so with that, let me just say to you, lead generation. So how many leads? I know you're getting the leads through referral and through organic and all that, but how many leads are you getting per month right now? You saw the expression on my face, right? You saw the expression on my face. Should you? Should you know? Okay. Okay. So your lead generation, um, if let's say you're getting 50 leads a month, okay, let's just use that number. And what is your now? You probably aren't going to know this number. What is your conversion rate? So the lead, okay, it is so crucial to know these numbers. Like when you go into the doctor, what's the first thing they do? What is the first thing they do? They check your vitals, your vitals. But we run around with our business and we don't even know our vitals. What's our blood pressure? What's our heart rate? What's our what's our weight? What's our height? You do it every time. I mean, you could go in a week ago. They bring you back in on the scale. How much weight can I gain in a week? Oh God, I didn't know I could gain that much. But they do it every week. My height's not changed. It's been five. Oh, I gained too much weight. That's why my back's shortened up, and that's why I'm shorter now because I'm shrinking, but I'm expanding. So that's why they check those things every week. But we as business owners, entrepreneurs, and entrepreneur and manures rhyme for a reason because there's a lot of crap in both of them, and they stink from time to time, but they both have the potential to make things grow. So with that said, what is your so so there's no gauge here for lead conversion. So if you get 10 people in front of you, how many are you closing? So who is kicking you in your asset so things don't become a liability? Who's holding you accountable, really saying, what are you doing? Okay, but all right. I just read your wall while you were showing it to me. I read it, and it exhausted me. It exhausted me. It's all right. Yeah, all right. But the main thing, you got to keep the main thing the main thing. There are four facets of business that matter. There are only four. There's nothing else. There's lead generation. There's lead conversion. So if I know that I'm getting 50 leads a month, and I know that I'm closing 10% of them, that's five sales. What is your what is the average? If you're comfortable with saying it here, what is the average? If I become your customer, what is my fee? Hmm. Okay. And so in this business, is it your business or are you a marketer for another business? Okay. So the 200 to get started comes to you directly, right? So now, and your average income per month is, I understand, but you now with 200 to begin, 89 a month, 89. So you got to have over 100 customers. So the when you figure out I got 50 leads that come in, five become clients, it helps you know where it's like budgeting your business. It can tell you a lot. These numbers tell the truth. Like I was in a room the other night with, and go ahead. Okay, so I really want you to start getting into a spreadsheet. I really want you to start tracking your numbers with a spreadsheet. You've got when people come in to your business, they're because I could get you to $1 million. I just need to know those numbers. Well, if you're already at six figures, a million's easy. But you're working too hard. You're working too hard. Four levels of value. Do you know what they are? Implementation, unification, communication, and imagination. Four levels of value. What do you what do you what do you think the lowest one is? That's the highest one. That's the highest. Implementation is the lowest level of value. You ever stayed at a hotel? You ever stayed at a hotel? Who who gets paid the least at a hotel? The person cleaning that bed that you don't want bed bugs in. They doing the hardest work, right? They doing everything. So they're paid the most, right? No, they're paid the least. Now, who's getting paid the most? The owner. The owner. Why? Because he became a unifier. He's not in there cleaning the beds. He's got a team. He became a unifier. He stepped up his game. He went from implementer. Like when you first get started, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to make a few calls. You're going to have to wear the hats, but you got to have a goal like pretty damn quick to get out of that mess because you'll get burnt out quick. So then you say, okay, I need a salesperson. I need a salesperson so they can start generating leads and customers and all that. So I need to grow a team. I need a web developer. Well, I don't want to pay them benefits. Well, you don't have to. You can hire somebody to build your funnels and your systems out. When people say, "Well, I don't spend any money on it. I don't want. I don't want to let loose any of this cash I got because treat your business like a baby, and it might grow up and take care of you. It might. There's a possibility that this one business will become. A lot of people put their faith in their children. I ain't gonna put my faith in my kid. He's gonna be 18. He's gonna be out. He ain't gonna be changing my diaper when he's 18 years old. Heck no. I'd rather put my faith in my business to grow my business and treat it like a baby. So what does that mean? If the baby needs brain surgery, are we gonna get on YouTube? Let's see how to do a brain surgery. Well, I got my Ginsu knife. It slices, it dices. Well, it'll cut through a car door. It ought to be able to help this kid. And it's one less mouth to feed if he dies. Because they want me to mortgage my house to take care of this baby. I ain't mortgaging my house. Have you seen that kid? No, we don't act like that. But with our businesses, with our livelihood, we treat it casual. And so with you when you know these levels, but when you start unifying, like if I need a web developer or if I need a funnel builder, I pay one. I don't take every penny out of the business and put it in my pocket. Majority of the money goes right back into the business. It's supposed to, but we living on it. We get a windfall. Oh, I got 100 customers this month. Big, we going out, we going bodying, and we live on it instead of putting it aside and saying, no, that's for future growth. Took my wife a long time to understand that just because I made 10 grand in a week, all that 10 grand doesn't come to me. So now I've had to say, I only made 3 grand this week. Because if I tell her 10, she wants it. She wants it. So you have to, become a unifier, build that team, and then a communicator. Learn to tell stories and learn to get people to like you and have an attractive message and all of that. And then imagination. See, if people would actually see themselves, okay, this is where I'm going to be in 5 years. So this is where I am now. I'm living that way now. Every decision I make is going to be based on where I'm at in 5 years. Today. So no more of this. I can't afford a business. They want $2,000 to build my funnel system out. Okay, if it's gonna build you 30,000 in return, what is $2,000? But we think like where we've been or where we are, and so we don't want to make any investments in time in that. We need coaches in our life or business strategists in our life they want to charge me something. You know what? If I could get you an extra $100,000, would it be worth 10,000? So that's what I do for people. So when I asked you a question about who is kicking you in your asset, because we join all these groups, and I have one. It's called Stop Taking the Stairs, but it's for anybody and everybody that can't afford me personally. Okay, so it's a $97 a month. We get together every Tuesday night and we have a ball. and we teach people how to grow, but that is not very targeted. It's not accelerated or anything like that for those individuals. But when I get with clients on a one-on-one businesses and I start looking at the raw numbers, maybe not something you want to do here, but maybe it would be beneficial to hop on a Zoom call and take a look at where you really are and where you really want to be, and then come up with a plan to help you get there faster than you think. I don't know if that would make sense to you. The Because I think wishing does not bring riches. And and really going back, and really, yeah, when really when you go back to those four facets, okay, uh, the average sale is, because I would get you to increase your prices. I'd increase your value because you're trying to help everybody. I want to help everybody. What's the difference between a $10,000 client and $1,000 client? The work involved to get them and to deal with them. Okay, so if you got, all right, if I want $100,000 this year, I just need $10,000 clients this year. I could have 100,000 ones, $100,000 clients. Well, how long do I got to work to get to $100,000 clients? And you know what them $1,000 clients are going to do? They're going to complain. They're gonna bitch and moan and piss and whine because you said and they said, and they're not serious. They're just curious. Or when people say, I just want to help people, then start a church. Start a church. The it's vital that we start a if you want a benevolent ministry, then have one out of your business. Have a scholarship fund, but they have to meet certain regulations and certain qualifications in order to become a a cheap member. Because there's three types of people. You want to know what they are? I'll tell you right now. Would you like to know? Yeah, what types? There's freeple, cheapo, and preeple. There's Okay, the freeple. You know what the freeple are? If it's free, can you hear me now? They want free stuff. Cheapo, cheap. If it's cheap enough, they'll get it. But the preeple are those that will pay a premium for your value. Now, now we have, but then again, we have to admit who we are. Are we a freeple, cheaple, or a preeple? Uh, well, you know that free. It depends on the value. It depends on the value. And see, success has to be an obligation, not an option. So if I want to, so why aren't you also? There's traffic. There's three types of traffic. There's traffic we own, traffic we earn, and traffic we buy. We pay for. Traffic we earn is social media. Like right now, this is community service. And I don't mean I just got out of prison or anything like that. This is this is Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, all those kind of things. I am not trying to sell anybody here anything. This is social media. I'm trying to build raving fans here. That's it. That's all I'm doing on social media. I'm trying to build the value because the followers, like I have over 6,000 followers on Instagram. I have over 4,700 on Clubhouse. I have over 4,000 on Facebook. And where are they? So I don't put my faith in my following. The only reason I have those followers is not for customers, it's for credibility. So I increase the followers for credibility, increase the fans, because then if I go into any spaces, typically they look, oh, he's got 6,000 followers. His reels, I mean, he's getting 7,000, 35,000, and 20,000 views on his reels. So, and people are coming into his lives. And so that's the reason why I add that. That's for credibility. But then if you really want to drive your business up, why aren't you paying for traffic right now? Uh-huh. But you don't know how many leads you're generating, dear. You don't know how hard it's. You, yeah. So let's just say, to give you an example of how I could help you, um, like I say, lead generation is the most important. And these are the vitals. These are the vitals of your business. They are the truth. That they'll tell the truth. You can tell me anything, but if I looked at a spreadsheet and saw you got 100 leads a month, and you're converting 10% of them, and your lead ascension, your customer ascension, that sucks because you're not taking people up in value. You're leaving them at $89 a month. There's no value there. There's nothing else that we're offering them. They're already giving you 89. What if they give you 289? What if they give you 389? So getting them up your value ladder or increasing your value and offering different services to those same clients and customers, and how they, do they need help with budgeting? Do they need help with, they got their credit repaired, but what got them in the problem in the first place? Do they need other coaching or anything, one-on-ones? And how can I expand that? So there's lead customer ascension. So that's when you ask me to expound on number three, that's what that means, taking them up in value. So let's just talk about the first two, though. Let's say you're getting 100 leads per month. And let's just say your average sale per lead was $1,000. Okay, because over the year, it's probably what it's going to be. Okay, so over the year, if I get a yearly client, that's $1,000. So if I have 100 leads, and if I'm converting 10%. When I say conversion, I don't mean, well, I got them to convert from my Clubhouse to my Instagram, and they liked me on a post. No, they don't. No, I'm talking about closing. Okay, how many did I close? What is my closing ratio? So if I convert 10 or I close 10% of them, I then make $10,000 a month. If I have 10 sales a month, and it's a yearly uh, membership, if I have 10 sales a month, I make $10,000 in that month. So now let's just say, I could put a system together for you that would increase your lead generation 20%. Now, if you're at 100 leads per month, what would that take you to? It would take you to 120 leads. If you're closing 10% of them, you would close 12 now instead of 10. You would close 12. Your conversion rate stays the same. Your leads go up if your quality of your lead and your quantity of your lead goes up from 100 to 120, and you're closing 10% instead of 10 now, you're closing 2 more. Okay? Because your conversion rate is just 10%. So if you get a 100 leads, you're going to close 10 of them. If you get 120 though, you'd close 2 more. Now, if you're making $1,000 per sale over the year, I've just added 24,000 to your bottom line without changing anything else. Okay. Now, so that's just lead generation. We've increased the leads to 20%, up 20%. So now we're at 120. Now I come in and I say, okay, now we need to look at the copy that converts. We need to look at your messaging. We need to look at everything. And the system that I can put in place, we're going to help you close more deals. We're going to teach you how to close. We're going to teach you how to convert more. So your conversion rate, it's been our experience that the system that we put in place is going to increase your closing ratio by 10%. So now I've just doubled your conversion rate. So now your conversion rate instead of 10% is 20%. Now, if you make $1,000 a month, based on what you told me, that's what you do, because off of one customer over a year, that's $1,000. So I get 10 customers. I know that I'm going to make $1,000 from each customer. So I've just made $10,000 in that month. Okay. So now if I double that and I've increased your lead generation by 20%, instead of 10 sales, now you're getting 12, but I just doubled it. Now you're getting 24. So instead, I just brought you another $18,000 a month times 12. So that's $200,000 a month I've added to your a year. I've just added to your revenue by changing 2 things on that scale. Just changing 2. And then you increase your value. So instead of the $200 entry fee, it's a $497 entry fee. But I'll be helping less people, John. I'll be helping less people, John. Then your lead ascension, your customer ascension number, for every 10 clients, let's say every 10 clients that come in, one of them gives you another $1,000. So you got 100 clients, and out of every 10, so 10 people give you $1,000. That's another $10,000 that we leave on the table because we haven't figured out their problem to the point of solving it with a solution that they'll pay for. People will buy if you make it valuable enough, and if you diagnose their problem, and you know that their problem is costing. So if you get somebody out of $60,000 in debt, but you're only charging them $89 a month, if you help repair their credit and it's going to get them to be able to buy another $200,000 house that they're going to go in debt with again, but so you're giving them $200,000 in value for $89 a month. Yeah, so they, but you know when, but see, I know that I would rather help 10 people a year than 100 people a month. And if you now those cheaples, that's where those automated systems come into play. Now, are they when they pay the $89? Are they getting anything from you? They getting any attention from you, or you having to do anything, or you just get $89 and send them over a couple pamphlets? Okay, and if you have 100 clients, 15 minutes times 100, how many hours is that? Okay. So you end up, so, but you're spending most of your time in the business, working in it. Like right now, I'm generating income automatically. So I can talk to you right now. Huh. Right. Well, I understand, but this is like if I look at my Stripe, I can pull up my Stripe and say another person just bought your book, another person just signed up for your course, another person just signed up for this and that. So if, if I have a client that made $1 million in 45 days. Sold $1 million worth in 45 days. He was paying for advertising. You want to grow quick, it's pay for advertising. You want to grow grass, and I'm not kind of talking about the kind you smoke, do grassroots marketing. Grassroots marketing is organic marketing. It's a marketing you have to earn. I still do it. Les Brown does it. Tony Robbins does it. Things like that. But when Tony Robbins does a challenge, he doesn't try to get on Clubhouse and say, "I'm having a challenge next week, and I need 1,000 people to come in it." He wouldn't get them. He's out paying for advertising, and then he might come into Clubhouse and he might do a Facebook Live every now and then. But he's got Dean Graziazo there. He's got Russell Brunson. He's got a team around him. He's not trying to do everything himself and build his own kingdom and come out to my challenge and I'm going to be there for 5 days myself. You'd get tired of Tony Robbins after 5 days for a free challenge. My God, but you're going to have Dean there and Russell's going to be there and Lisa Nichols is going to be there. Oh, sign me up. I love me some Lisa Nichols. Oh, sign me up. Then he's sending thousands of people to his funnel because it's a free challenge. But then right after you say free, click that button that says free, he's going to take you up his value ladder. But he can do that because he's bringing thousands of people in. You bring 10 people into your funnel, they better be targeted and you better have some good copy there that's going to get them to convert. And that's the but see there's organic, but then there's traffic we own. So now out of all of your customers, have you created an email list? I know. How much was how much was the course? And are you going through it? Okay. But you need somebody to kick you in your asset. When a lot of people go into a church and they like sitting in the back, I like sitting people in the they like sitting in the back because they can get out quick. And there's not the accountability. We always win with accountability. So I recommend getting somebody in your corner that can kick you in your asset, that can wipe the blood off your cheek, and that can say, "Man, just use your left," and just keep having a cut man in your corner, having a trainer, and having somebody that you can rely on, and just continue because the things we get for free we value very little, and sometimes courses can take us off course. I've been through One Funnel Away by Russell Brunson 7 times, and the you know and that's why I pay a team of developers. When I build funnels for people, I don't build them. I don't want to build them, That's not who I am. You're not a funnel builder. That would take you right back into doing what? Implementing. So you go through that course. Oh, John, I just spent $1,500 to learn all this shit, but it's going to keep you where you are. Yeah, I applaud you for taking the action anyway. But again, focus on those four facets of business and those four levels of value. You do not want to be an implementer. It's okay to learn. It's okay to learn things. I'm all for learning. I believe learning will equal earning. I believe the more we can sound like an expert. So if you were to even come in and you were to able, even if you didn't know how to build a funnel, if you knew the basics of the steps and all that kind of stuff, so you can talk to somebody about it. If you come into, say, you do a seminar with somebody and you're talking about credit repair and you're the credit repair queen and all that, and you help people with their finances and get them in order and their budgeting and stuff like that to keep them out of debt. You don't want to just get their credit repaired so they go back into debt again, but you want to help them build their life and build their goals. You can start talking to that potential business owner that's in the audience and all of that, and this is going to help you. Funnels tend to help you build this and this, and you can take people through a step, and at least you can understand it, so you sound like you have some expertise in the field. And so it's only going to help you, I'm saying, but you don't want to sit there for 25 hours trying to put a funnel together if you need cash today. If I need stuff now, if I need those leads coming in now, if I need to automate this process now, I don't want to rip my hair out trying to figure out all the ins and outs of copy and copywriting and structure and where should I put this image? Is this the image right one? Should I do this here or do it there? I don't want to do all that. I don't want to take the time to do all that. I make $200 an hour. I spend 25 hours. It's going to cost me over $4,000 in time of doing this when I could be just going over and continue doing what I'm doing right now, generating more customers, and let somebody else take care of it. And that's because I'm a unifier. I'm a unifier. I've done the implementation, and it's got me so far. I can only do so much. Now I need to be a unifier. And then I need to be a communicator where I'm above my business. And I'm just communicating to Sally what she needs to do. Sally, how's the day going? Good. We got 3 new clients today. Good. What I love to hear. See you next week. And having somebody else taking care of the things that you have been taking care of. Now, the thing is, you might have to get 3 of you. That's how you build a team. You might have to get 3 to replace you. But you got to build a team, be a unifier. Then you got to be a communicator and communicate to those people what you need and the value that you bring. Like you could be the spokesperson for your company, but you don't have to be the wheels of your company. You can delegate. So if somebody comes talk to me and they say, I want you to build me a funnel, I'm like, great. Tell them all about it. You think I'm sitting there building them a funnel today? Hell no. Delegation. So if you'd like to hop on a Zoom call, send me a DM and let me know. And then we can hop on a Zoom call. I think that would be advantageous for you. Just so you know, I don't do those for free because I spend a lot of time here. What I do charge a fee for that, but it'll be the best hour of your life. We will actually take a look at where you are, where you need to be, come up with a plan to help you get there, get some work done, and come up with a plan to help you get there. Whether you move forward with me or not, if you choose to move forward with me, I'll take any money that you give me for that initial consultation and I'll put it towards whatever you do. And if you don't feel like you got value from it, I'll give you a full refund. I just only like to work with people that are serious, not curious. So if you'd like, send me a DM and I'll send you a link to set that up. But it's been a pleasure, dear. It's been a pleasure. Anytime I'm on, feel free to come back on. Feel free to join. Uh, you know, just keep the faith and keep smiling. Make sure you. It's great to have all that stuff written down up on that board. But I would say this: write down specifically what you want. Number two, write down a date by when you want to get it. Number three, write down a service you're going to give in exchange for it or services. And then number four, write out a plan. So, do I need to talk to 100 people a day? I need to talk to 100 people a day. Do I need to talk to 40 a day? Do I need to talk to 30? Do I need to be in 9 clubhouse rooms? Do I need to be paying for Facebook advertising and Google ads? Do I need to build a funnel? So you come up with a plan of how you're going to bring those services to the surface. And then number five, write out a life statement of how you feel now that you already have it. You're already there. How does it make you feel to know that you have a team of salespeople? You have a team of people that are helping people. You have courses out there that are automatically generating income. You don't have to be there sitting in front of people. How does that make you feel now that you are already there? That you're earning $100,000 a month, not $100,000 a year. How does that make you feel? To know that, oh my gosh, it feels so good. I'm living in the house that I want. I'm living in driving the car that I want. I've got the relationship I want. Man, my family's better. My life is improved. And don't tell me our sex life's not going to improve. It's going to improve when we're there. Poverty frustrates romance. And so I'm telling you, the more you have, the better you will be. And so I'm telling you, success has to be uh, an obligation, not an option. So if you want some help, send me a DM and we'll hop on a call. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye. Success is an obligation, not an all option.